If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. I would like to give an apology. Hold on. I woke up to a comment this morning from the ACC show last night. I was just scrolling down the list of ACC teams on DraftKings, and my brain is still programmed to look for the conventional ACC teams. So we didn't even talk about SMU, Cal, or Stanford last night. And I didn't even realize it. Although there's not much to say, honestly. I mean, but they are ACC teams, and it is the ACC show. So I just have to get used to the fact that they're in the conference now. You know what I mean? But we do have football games tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and I think there's only one on Monday, right? The Florida State game on Monday, I think. Yeah, this music is something else, isn't it? There's Millis. Yoda says, apparently on Bad Bitch Fuel, TK said, I sound like either you or Lou. Sound like in what way? Your voice or the things you say? I'm assuming it's the things you say because me and Lou sound nothing alike our voice-wise. Oh, voice, okay. Off work till Tuesday? Shit, that's perfect, man. You get to watch all the football you can handle. Hey, Joey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah, big game for the Mountaineers this week, too. We talked about that game a little bit last night on the ACC show, even though it's not an ACC game. That's a hard game. I think I'm going to end up picking Penn State, but I don't really know. And honestly, I don't really care. But the fact that it's in West Virginia makes it interesting. Hey there, Vic. Here we go. What do we got tomorrow? Is there anything good tomorrow? I think there's one good one tomorrow. There's a bunch of them, though. I'm thinking about streaming that game. Usually me and the missus go out on Thursday night, you know, to dinner together. I'll see if Mrs. Peete will let me stream the game instead. North Carolina, Minnesota. That's the one that's really the only one I'm interested in out of all these. I mean, I'm interested in all the Power 5 games, but most of them just aren't good matchups. 35-point spreads, 40-point spreads. So. Do it. Yeah, I want to. She might just have to make an exception this week since it's week 1 of college football, you know what I mean? But you know how women are. Colorado's going to lose to North Dakota State. That would be one of the funniest things that I can imagine happening, although I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I saw you know how ESPN puts out those things every week about, you know, which teams have what percentage chance to make the playoffs? Florida State has a 13% chance to make the playoffs now. I think last week they had something like a 60% chance. Now they're down to 13%. Just off of one game. Clemson was 30%, which kind of surprised me. I think they moved up just because Florida State lost. According to Pro Football Focus rating, West Virginia has the overall more talented starting lineup, which shocks me, but I think Penn State depth gets us. But I think we cover. That's about where I'm at with it. I think West Virginia could keep it close. No Mrs. Peete game day food video. Although she is making food on Saturday. I think she's making the basic football kickoff food that she makes every year. The Rotel dip, cheese dip, little, Smokies, weenies, whatever they are. Something else, too. I can't remember what it is. Oh, crab dip. Can somebody actually confirm for me whether or not Trevor Etienne's playing? I've had people tell me he's definitely playing. I've had people tell me he's definitely not playing. I just don't think anybody knows, other than Kirby Smart and the staff. Because I do think it's a big deal. I know you got other running backs too. I mean, but that would be a big deal. Yeah, see, Lou, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Actually, I thought the other way. When Kirby Smart said, I don't discuss suspensions or players that are suspended in any way, I took that to mean he is going to play. Because otherwise, why wouldn't he just say he's not playing? But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. He's not putting out a depth chart either. So Dabo didn't either. I think he's going to Saturday morning, but I don't really think it's the depth chart for Clemson is you can figure it out on your own. I mean, not a whole lot to figure out. Yeah, that's a good point, Volusia, about but see, they don't care about the gambling aspect of it. I mean, we do, but He just wants to win. Yeah, crab. Oh, it's not store-bought crab dip either. She's gonna make it, which is even better. Robinson, he's the one with turf toe, right? That had the toe surgery. Oh, no, no, we're not eating imitation crab dip. No, that's not happening. First of all, I won't eat it. That's silly. No, it'll be a real crab. She knows better than that. I don't eat imitation any meat. I don't eat, what do they call those burgers? The Beyond Burger or whatever the hell that is? I'm not eating that. Look, if you have to resort to eating fake meat, then just don't eat meat. Like, what are you doing? Like the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, Impossible Burgers. Yeah, impossible for me to eat it. That's what that is. That's a good question. Is anybody going to the game? Let me turn this music's starting to piss me off now. Let me turn this shit off. Is anybody going to the game? I mean, I would have liked to go, but it just wasn't in the cards for me this year. You know what I might try to do though, being that we host LSU next year in Clemson week 1, I might try to go to that. But I'm anticipating extremely high ticket cost and hotel cost because it's LSU. I don't think LSU's ever played it at Clemson, and I don't think Clemson's ever played at LSU, ever. Well, we can look them up because I'm sure there's still some on the secondary market. Hold on. Let me bring on... welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Hello.
Ahoy.
Yeah, did you hear? I don't know if Slim, if you were in here when I said it. We forgot 3 of the ACC teams on the ACC show last night, and I didn't even realize it. But
They're the new ones?
Yeah, the new ones. Well, first of all, one of them already played. We saw SMU. There's not really much to talk about there, other than the fact that they were way too hyped up for no reason.
Tried to give me a fucking heart attack on my parlay.
Yeah. Oh, you had them in a parlay?
Yeah, I had them with the under for Georgia Tech and Florida State, and I had Georgia Tech in 13.
Oh, damn.
Well, you had them on the money line because they sure as shit didn't cover the spread.
Yeah, I had SMU on the money line. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought SMU was going to be really good. I was like, yeah, okay, they won 11 games last year. Nevada's not what they were when Kaepernick was there. Okay, they should be able to take care of this.
Yeah. Well, they were favored by like 27, man, and they should have lost.
The other 2 games, the TCU and Stanford, I don't know. I think TCU is going to blow them out, but
yeah, I think TCU on the money line can be considered a lock.
Yeah, on the money line, yeah.
I think TCU minus the 9 is as close to a lock. I mean, that's my lock of the week in my pick pool.
Yeah, it was mine too on the Lunch Money show on Monday night.
TCU minus 9 all day.
Right.
Actually, no, my lock of the week was Miami. Yeah, my lock of the week was Miami at less than a field goal. If it goes over a field goal, I might not take it. But actually, I feel good about Miami anything under 6 points. But
would you get it at 2.5?
I haven't bet it yet, but yeah, if it's at 2.5 or 2 come Saturday, I'm definitely doing it.
I don't know, dude.
The more I look into that game, literally every position but one, we're better than Florida.
Yeah, but Look, I mean, I know, but I don't know, bro. I wouldn't bet on that game.
I mean, I don't bet on my own team, so that's just a rule of mine.
Here we go. So here's the. This is Vivid Seats. I'm sure StubHub has similar prices or whatever, but it looks like for Clemson, if you're still trying to get a ticket, you get standing room only tickets for $99. How do I scroll down on this fucking thing? No, I don't want that. What's going on here?
Where in the hell is standing room only?
Because in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they have actual tickets for. There's like a railing.
Oh, okay.
And you stand along the railing.
Yeah, I'd do that. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to stand up for 3 hours, but.
Well, I'm gonna probably stand up for most of it anyway, right? Fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I've never been there. I know what it is. I've seen pictures of it. I've never been there though, so I don't know if they're considered good seats or not. I mean, I guess there's nobody standing in front of you to block your view, at least.
Yeah, and dude, when I watch the games at home, I don't sit down for 3 hours.
Well, that's a good point. Every time I stream, I don't sit down for 3 hours. What am I talking about?
So like,
I can't figure out how to fucking scroll down on this. This is pissing me off. It won't let me scroll down.
I don't know. I basically got the same plans as you Saturday. I'm doing a smorgasbord of finger foods.
there you go.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Anyway, I'm tired of trying to mess with this thing here. There you go. The cheapest ticket you can get is $99, and you go up from there.
The more expensive ones are. I mean, if you want to get a seat in the regular, I mean, not even the lower bowl. I mean, upper deck, I assume is several $100s.
I was talking to somebody on Twitter. He got 3 tickets to the Georgia Clemson game in the upper deck for like $400.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we paid in 21 in Charlotte, because they were decent tickets. I mean, they were in the end. I mean, behind one of the end zones,
Right.
on the lower part of the upper deck, if that makes sense. So, but I think we paid around. It was around $300 per ticket. Me and one of my friends. So,
Like if you're in the end zone, unless you're basically a student or you're like you really want to be down in the pit, you're better off sitting up higher up because you can see it better. You know, if you're in the end zone in the third row, you can't see shit.
well, yeah,
Yeah. I agree with that, but at the same time, Belushi, fuck that upper deck at Clemson.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Although I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it so much. I mean, you do have a great view from up there, but yeah, the climb is a climb. Yeah. Especially if you're going to, like, when the last game I went to, there was the A&M game in 2019. It was fucking 98 degrees outside. We were in the upper deck. That's
especially when you're not in shape, you're A shape.
Right. And maybe a certain other type of condition as well. So
Yeah.
that doesn't help either.
Hey, trying to do it in fucking cowboy boots ain't much easier than trying to do it in heels.
right.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Granted, I also didn't expect Huffer Billy Paul to park 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. I don't know why I did that.
Sometimes you need to, though, because, you know, I mean, you can't get a parking spot close by unless you want to.
Well, I mean, we got to see, Clemson's campus, which was cool.
Yeah.
And then, you got who needs enemies when you got friends like Peete, who's like, hey, let's walk around the entire stadium.
Yeah. Well, our entrance was on the north side of the stadium. That's where we were on the visitor side. But the graveyard and everything is on the south side of the stadium. So
yeah.
I wanted them to see all that. So we
Yeah.
It sounds like it wouldn't be that hard just to walk or do a lap around the stadium. Boy, they haven't been to this stadium if that's the case, because it's straight up fucking hill on the one side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's hills. Well, actually, it turned out kind of cool because we got to see basically half the team get off the bus by the time we got around to that side.
Yeah,
of the stadium.
that's right. Yeah, because it just so happened they were coming in on the bus when we were going around there. But
yeah, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, I had a great time. I'd do it again.
It is a cool place.
The best seats in that stadium are, in my opinion, because I've actually sat like on the first or maybe second row, on the field basically, right behind the Clemson bench, and that sounds great, but it's not. You can't see shit.
You can't see shit. Like the upper part of the lower deck, I think would be optimal.
The upper part of the lower deck or the lower part of the upper deck.
Yeah, like, look, the best seats are 15 rows up on the 50-yard line. Those are the best seats, but that's true for most stadiums, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. I'm like you though. I'm like next year. I'm locked in. I'm going to Notre Dame. I've never been to South Bend, and it's on my bucket list.
God damn, I want to go there so bad too. I don't know the next time Clemson plays there. That was my chance in 2020.
It's not long. We might play up there next year? No. It might be like 27 or something. I don't. It's at some point. We have another scheduled game there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go whenever we go there, or
Yeah. Now, if you're looking for a game this year, I mean, me fools. I think Coach Coop said something about going to, and then Sea Dog and Rick are going to go to the Georgia Tech Miami game in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, if Georgia Tech keeps winning some, that'll be a good game.
That will be. I mean, as long as, like I said, they don't pull a Bowling Green from last year, and I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying don't do it.
Yeah, well,
I saw a crazy one because there's a small ACC football show I like to listen to, and one of the hosts is a Georgia Tech fan. So, not obviously Pete's ACC; it's a different one. It's a podcast, anyways. And it was pointed out on the show that Georgia Tech has not beaten a Group of 5 school since 2019.
What? Yeah, because they lost to Northern Illinois.
And they
lost to Bowling Green.
UCF twice.
Yeah, UCF twice. Dang, that's a crazy.
Bowling Green last year,
yeah.
Wow.
They beat South Florida in the second game of 2019. They're 0-4 against Group of 5 schools since then.
Yeah, I think they should win this week. Sea Dog's not even going to the game because he's too scared they're going to lose.
Well, Georgia State isn't even Group of 5, are they? They're FCS.
I think so, yeah.
No. Georgia State's in the Sun Belt.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, still.
Okay, they're barely Group of 5.
Yeah. Well, they beat Tennessee a couple years ago, didn't they?
And there'll be a bunch of Georgia State fans there because it's in Atlanta.
It's like a mile away.
Yeah.
I
think they were still FCS when they beat Tennessee.
I think it was their first year in FBS. It might have been their first game in FBS.
It was right around that time frame, I know.
Yeah. No, actually I saw this. Georgia Tech and Georgia State are the 2 closest stadiums and campuses from each other in the whole country.
Well, there you go.
Huh.
It's like a mile and a half. You could walk.
I honestly think, and I'm sure Rick and Sea Dog aren't going to like this, but with the terrible condition they say Bobby Dodd's in, would anybody be surprised if they just let the fucking thing crumble in and Georgia Tech starts playing in Mercedes-Benz like Miami does Hard Rock?
Yeah, but it's such a historic stadium,
So was the Orange Bowl, and they just bucket.
Slim does have a point. Like, why aren't they doing anything to renovate that place? It needs it badly.
It's a great location. The view of the cityscape in there is fantastic. I quite like the stadium. I just hate what happens when we play there. I guess not anymore, but what used to happen.
I'm not sure about great location. Like, I've heard that's not a great part of town.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Or at least it wasn't last time.
It's not bad, but it's definitely not great. Oh. I mean, they got whatever that dumbass restaurant that everyone loves right there. What's that place called? Varsity. Yeah. And go in there, pay fucking $20 for 2 eggs. No, thank you.
I think there is good. I'll give it that. It is good.
I don't know. I've actually never eaten at the Varsity. We drove by it when we were down there for the Slav Olympics, and I actually some of the did you go, Slim? Some of the people did go to it to eat.
No.
I think that was the BBD crowd because they were staying closer down to near the stadium than we were.
Yeah.
It's just like burgers and dogs. I mean, it's a little bit. I know it's pretty good.
I mean, listen, I figured it. I was not in any condition really to walk, so I figured it not best to go walking around downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, no. We were down there during the NBA All-Star game, too. Somebody got murdered right outside of BBD's in Law Tides Hotel. Fucking drive-by shooting.
Cool.
Yeah, but it might have been BVD who was complaining about the price in there. But now that I think about it, he complains about everything, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm about to say, wasn't it BVD that said, fuck that place we ended up going to dinner at Panama City and wheeled his happy ass over to Hooters by himself?
Yeah, well, they didn't bring his food out. Like, we all ordered, and then they just didn't they brought everyone else's food and not his. Like, I guess they just forgot to put it in or something, because there was like 30 of us. But he just got mad and said, well, fuck you. Then they said, we'll get it right out to you. He said, no, I don't want it anymore. Fuck you. I said, damn. Well, he rolled his ass right into Hooters and ate by himself.
Hey, dude.
Vic with the stats here. Georgia State started playing football in 2010 and has been an FBS member since 2013. So there you go.
Okay. Well, it wasn't their first year then. It was like their sixth or something.
Right.
And it was definitely 2019 because I watched it in the airport on my way back over here. So definitely it was 2019.
Oh, sorry, I was just reading something. P. Digits says that his season tickets are in the west end zone at Clemson. That if you're going to be in one of the two, well, first of all, you can't be in the other one because that's the student section.
That's the hood.
But you have those luxury boxes that sort of hang over the west end zone, so it's the only part of the stadium where there's actually shade.
True.
So.
Now, when I was a student, we didn't sit on the hill. We were on like the goal line on that side of the stadium, like right on top of the pylon, and we were in the first row. And it was like if you're on the field looking at the hill, we're on the south side, in the southeast corner, like parallel with the goal line on the pylon right there. And we're in the first row there every game for 4 years. It's pretty cool. You can't really see great though, so if you're trying to see if we got a first down or not, you got to look up at the big screen though. But it was student section. We didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're not a member of IPTE.
I was for a while. I'm not anymore. Yeah.
You know what IPTE is, Slim?
Nope.
It's the booster club.
It's a booster club. IPTE, IPTAY, stands for I pay $1,000 a year. So the idea is,
I pay 10 a year, but yeah.
I was gonna say, but the idea is to get all of the fans and alumni to commit to at least $1,000 donation per year, and they give you some perks that go along with it, but not really much.
I mean, is that even a thing anymore in the NIL era? They want you to give the collective instead.
Yeah, IPTE is definitely still a thing. We still get it, IPTE offer in the mail every year, because Mrs. Pete's an alum, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a good point, though, but with the NIL thing.
Well, can they can they take money from the booster club and use it for NIL, or is that?
Yeah, that's a good question. No?
I mean, the NIL collectives are supposed to be private entities separate from the school.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, it makes sense, at least logically to me, that they couldn't. But I mean, listen, I'm sure it is. They want $1,000 for everybody, and they want you to give $1,000 to the NIL too, because it's like, look at Tennessee. They as soon as they tore down the goalpost after beating Alabama, hey, we need $300,000 for a new goalpost.
Fucking hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Some fucking plastic costs $300,000? Seriously?
I don't think it's plastic, but.
Yeah, I don't know what. It's probably some kind of hard plastic. I don't think they're metal anymore.
Oh,
let me tell you something. I don't care what, unless that son of a bitch is made out of solid gold, it'll cost $300,000.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, it's not like you can just go to Home Depot and grab a goalpost. Like, it has to be made and all that.
Shit me. Give me $40 and some yellow spray paint. I'll have you a goalpost.
Yeah. I've made a few in my day, out in the backyard.
Right?
Yeah.
We just need, longer pieces of pipe. That's all.
Yeah.
Used to pay $10,000 a year. Yeah, well, shit. What'd you get for that?
Top level. No. He means $10, and he's right. When Midday started, I paid $10 a year, $10. When I was there, the tee was $30. That was the minimum donation level when I was there at school.
Well, yeah, and inflation's a bitch, ain't it?
Well, I don't think it's. I mean, I don't think that's.
Shit's up to 1,000.
Fucking, I don't think this is apples and apples here, but yeah.
Well, it's just like anywhere else. I mean, the more you donate, the more stuff they give you. Like they'll give you. Yeah, I'm assuming if you pay a premium price like $5,000 or $10,000 every year, you get like a nice tailgating spot right by the stadium, and
yeah. Well, if you want to buy those tickets at the 50-yard line, you have to pay like the minimum donation 20 years ago was $10,000. I don't know what the hell it is now, but
wow.
Yeah.
Joey says West Virginia $1,800 a year. Wow.
Shit. And Miami's a private school. Fuck, they probably want quadruple what everybody else wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not cheap.
I mean, it costs. Well, it depends on where you park on game day, but anywhere from $40 to $60. Some are more than that, just for a regular parking spot.
Just for the general admission parking spots, not the actual like paid ones.
Right.
Unless you're with Hufferbilly and he's going to drive around, find that $5-10 parking.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You walk 3 miles uphill.
Yeah, you have to park in Pendleton if you want fucking $10 parking. Jesus.
What is that major highway we turned off of before you drive up on campus?
76?
Yeah, I mean, he got off of 76, and there was like a parking lot that was like $10 or $20 parking. And we had to walk over 76 and then walk all the way to the stadium.
Oh, I know exactly where you're talking about. Yeah.
Literally on the exact other side of campus.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about. Yeah, that's the cheapest parking you can get there.
I see why.
Yeah.
So when we were students, we had to move our cars. When I lived on campus, I did my first year and third year, I lived on campus. But they would make us move our cars on game week, like before game day, out there, and we had to park out there. So a lot of the cars out there were, at least back then, were student cars. And so we'd have to fucking drive all the way out there and walk all the fucking way back to get back to our dorm rooms.
Shit, I tell him you better hire a chauffeur to do it. I ain't doing it. The hell with that noise.
Well, I mean, it's cheaper than getting towed, dude.
I wonder how much those spots, I know they're reserved spots. You can't just drive in there and use them. You know the big parking lot right on the west side where the Oculus is? You know what I'm talking about?
The one right behind the stadium?
Yeah, the one right there behind the stadium. And of course, that's where they do the Tiger Walk too. So I'd imagine that's the most expensive parking spots that you can get.
It is. I got a buddy that parks there, although I haven't talked to him in a long time. But yeah, that's where you get all those big RVs and shit. Those are like the big rich donors. My buddy's comes from money. Yeah, he's got rich parents, and obviously he's his 30s now, but he's still got money. And so yeah, he parks there, and I know it's he gives 5 figures. I mean, he's out well over $10,000 a year.
Yeah,
just for the
if I'm giving over $10,000, you better give me the best fucking parking spot that I can get. But we park down there during the spring game because there's no reserved parking on spring game day. Everything's free. So
man, if I'm giving you over $10,000 a year, it better come with a happy ending from a hot co-ed.
Yeah. Well, I hate to do this, but at Clemson we can't do happy endings anymore, man. So
why not?
The Deshaun Watson.
Oh shit! Come on.
I know, I hate it. He should have I'll say it for last time. He should have just come to Thailand and done it. It's totally fine. Why the fuck did he have to do it in Texas?
Well, it's the same thing with Robert Kraft. Like, why? Like, he's a billionaire.
Yeah. Just fly to Thailand.
Like, Robert Kraft's problem is he went to a massage parlor in a strip mall.
Yeah, in Florida.
Like, crazy. And like Deshaun Watson would have been fine if he had, found one Instagram hoe and stuck with her instead of 300.
Yeah, totally right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's like I understand, the variety is the spice of life, but damn, bro. I mean, find one and find something and stick with it.
Well, it's just proof that having money doesn't make you smarter.
Dude, I'm just saying, just in the off season, fly to Thailand, hang out for a couple weeks. You can fucking do 2 a day over there. Like, come on.
Yeah, but he's going through 3 different a day on game day over here.
Like, come on, bro. Like, anyway, whatever. As long as he doesn't do it again, and he has a good season this year, I won't have to defend
Listen,
him.
there's a finger in his butthole right now. Okay.
He's learned his lesson. He's got one that won't snitch on him. He's keeping her.
Yeah. Please.
I mean, if the fucking Cleveland Browns are smart, they've hired somebody on staff.
Yeah. Yep.
What's up, Jay? Nate's in the back room. Do you think Nate has something to say?
Oh,
Oh,
he's got something to say.
All right. What's up, Nate and Vic?
What's up, Vic?
Hey, Nate. I'm glad you're here today. Have you seen the Connor Stallions documentary
No.
on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
No.
Great Bill Clinton impersonation.
Who did?
What the?
Connor Stallions.
Oh. I didn't see it either. So I don't really know. I mean, I know what sort of the gist of it. I didn't watch it though.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah. Well,
The whole I don't recall or
Yeah.
I have no recollection.
Yeah, and the whole I bought the tickets, but not with the intention of those people using them to scout, and then is it true that at the end of the documentary he said if I had to do it all over again, I'd still do it?
I think
He would say something like that.
That's basically like the OJ. If I did kill her, this is how I would have done it thing.
Well,
I mean-
yeah. Well, good thing he's fired. I mean, he's at I think he's at a high. He works at a football team in a high school in Michigan now. So I mean,
And what?
He works for a high school team now, she said.
yeah.
Here's my question with that whole thing. If what I heard is true, and at one time he was on Jim McElwain's staff, how the hell does Jim McElwain not notice him back on his sideline?
Right.
Look,
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I know you used to work for me, but what are you doing here now?
So you're saying that Florida might have cheated? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm saying Jim McElwain got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
On his staff at Florida or Central Michigan?
I do not know. I would assume Central Michigan.
Okay.
I think the fact that Jim Harbaugh just ran at the first moment he got after the season was over tells you all you need to know.
I mean, I agree with the logic, but at the same time, we've been talking every offseason for the last 5 about him going back to the NFL.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we've been talking about it, but he's never, hinted at it.
His name was linked with an NFL job every offseason.
Well, yeah, that's because he's a former.
Obviously,
I mean,
he had some interest in it.
He had interviewed with an NFL team before, so I think
There you go.
And it affected the recruiting too. That's why Michigan's recruiting was ass.
It's like the opposite of Auburn. Like Auburn lost football games supposedly because Hugh Freeze wasn't worried about coaching; he was worried about recruiting.
okay.
And Jim Harbaugh was too busy to recruit; he was coaching. Well, that's Auburn man's excuse for losing the New Mexico State game.
Yeah, that was what it was. He was too busy recruiting.
Oh shit!
He was too busy recruiting. He wasn't even coaching.
Well, isn't New Mexico State's quarterback now Vanderbilt's quarterback? They better fucking watch out.
yeah,
Dude, half their roster and staff is now at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Diego Pavia. Yeah.
Diego?
And for the record, Auburn only has a 1-game lead in the all-time series against Vanderbilt.
Really?
No. Oh, yes. Look it up. You're like my favorite turd, bro. I wouldn't shit you.
You're welcome, Uncle Lou. It's my pleasure to offer Nate to everybody every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah.
Auburn.
Lou said that you're the highlight of his day every midday show, Nate. You make his day.
22 to 21. What?
I think Texas has a losing record to Vanderbilt, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
Vanderbilt's got 2 wins since 1955 against him. Let's be fair.
Still.
Yeah.
I wonder, does Clemson have a losing record to Vanderbilt? I think they do.
Yeah, Texas
From-
has a losing record.
We do. We are 1-3 against Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Wow.
What years were those? Like the 1940s or something?
1905,
Yeah, see.
1908. We won in 1958. They beat us in 1960. We haven't played them since 1960.
Damn.
Yeah, they're like
Well,
like 1-4 against Vandy.
That's
Miami owns Oregon. We're 1-0 all time, and we won in a nail biter 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0.
that's a hockey score.
Dang, man.
No, it's not even a hockey score. It's a soccer score, bro.
Yeah.
No,
They
it's
score more than that in hockey,
I
dude.
think it was. I looked it up at one point. It was like back in the late 50s, early 60s, somewhere in there.
The Ducks versus the Ducks versus the Ducks. Yeah.
So, what's the only score? Yeah.
What year?
Obviously, it was a safety.
What year was that?
So, late 58, I think, is
Oh.
what it
Hold
was.
on. I'll tell you.
dang.
I'm on the site. I might as well look it up.
Since
So
you're there, Felicia.
I have good
Appreciate it.
news, and I don't know if it's bad news, but
Uh-oh.
I
58, you got it. Yep.
Look at the big brains on Slim. Go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry. What's your good news / bad news?
The good news is that I asked my dad if he wanted to go to Vegas for the guys trip, and
Yeah.
he said he can he wants to go, but I'll be paying for it all. I mean,
Dang. Your dad's hardcore. He's like, yeah, I'll go if you pay for me.
yeah, basically,
Well,
yeah.
He'll go with Vegas.
so you realize, I don't know how much money you've saved up from your job or whatever. Do you realize how much it's going to cost to take you and your dad to Vegas?
A lot.
Yeah, that's probably why he said that, because he knows you're not going to be able to do it.
I think I'm worse than Lou for spending wise.
What's that?
Well, it means I spend a lot of money.
Yeah. So you've got, what is it? Watch how I do this. It's August, right? No, it's almost. We'll call it September. You got October, November, December, and it's in January. You got 3.5 months, Nate, to save up probably, I don't know, a minimum of $3,000. Probably more than that.
Yeah, probably more than that.
You got to buy plane tickets, hotel. Shit, if you can't get a free hotel, forget about it. You'll be paying $400 a night.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look, I actually looked
Something
at.
tells me Nate's got getting a free hotel.
Something tells me Nate's not going to Vegas based on what I just heard. Yeah. His dad told him no without telling him no. That's what he did.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I've been hit with that by
I'm
my
going to
parents
Vegas.
before.
I've never been to Vegas. You know, if you don't believe me I'm going, I am going.
Nate, I think your best bet is to shoot for going in 2026.
No, fuck that. If I'm not going to Vegas this year, I'm not going ever. So,
Go
this is
this.
strike two for me from Vegas.
You don't go this year, you're not going ever.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I don't blame your dad. Every time you turn around, Nate's flying to fucking Tennessee and South Carolina and Georgia and the Slob Olympics and
I'm about to say, Nate, did you also bring up the fact that you're wanting to go to Slav Olympics less
No,
than
he's
3 months
going,
after
yeah.
that?
Yes, which is why which is why Nate's dad is making him pay for it.
Yeah.
That's bad news.
Also because, less than 2 months later, you got the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is I'm not really excited for, but I'm still going.
Why aren't you excited, Nate?
I'm not going to go in this again.
Are you being a Debbie Downer?
Of course he's excited.
No, not
Are
really.
you being a stick in the mud, Nate?
Well, Nate is excited for the company, not the venue.
You don't like cruises, Nate?
No, I'm not a cruise guy.
Then don't go.
Which why which why I live inland. That was.
I mean, Nate, if I didn't like cruises, I wouldn't go.
Well, nobody's asking you to
Going
move.
to this one.
Nobody's asking you to move on a houseboat, Nate. It's just 3 days.
I still don't like it.
Okay. Well,
But
I'd like to have a houseboat on the lake. That'd be awesome.
you and TK,
that'd
I
be
guess, are the
awesome.
ones that hate boats.
look, the only boat I like is going on bass boats, just fishing. That's it.
Hey, is somebody okay?
Sounds like somebody fell down the stairs.
That's what I thought. I think I'm pretty sure it's Volusia digging in his ice box to make a
I
drink.
heard the tinkling of ice in a glass.
Yeah.
That's right.
I see. I have finely tuned ears. I know the sound of ice hitting empty.
Oh yeah,
glass.
that's a good sound.
Yeah.
It might have been broken glass. I don't know.
Making a drinky poo, indeed. That's what I'm doing. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
cheers.
all day Saturday while I'm cooking. There's some homemade queso and some drunk dogs.
I told y'all about that Jordan event I'm going to tomorrow, right?
No.
Jordan?
Yeah, so like, for Jordan Brand, they're doing a promo event here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, Jumpman.
Is he gonna be?
And so
Is he gonna be there?
No, he's not. But you know who is gonna be here?
Oh.
Jason Tatum, Paolo Banchero, Zion Williamson, and Luka Doncic.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get to talk to all 4 of those guys tomorrow.
Nice.
That's cool.
It is. I'm gonna wear my Luka jersey and see if he can bring a Sharpie. See what happens.
I thought you're a Steph Curry fan.
Can you tell Luca, fuck you? He lost me $100 on the NBA Finals game.
I could do that, but I'll probably not. I don't think I might lose my press pass if I do that, so I probably not won't do it.
Just say you owe Pete $100.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can afford to pay me.
he could.
Yeah. Actually, I don't really have a favorite NBA player, but I do like him. He's exciting to watch.
He's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, we lost Nate. Guess it's time to end the show. Just kidding.
Oh, poor Nate.
So I'm assuming the Jordan Brand is paying those guys to come to China. I mean, why else would they be doing it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna do so tomorrow. I'm going to their Nike's got a bunch of big stores and they've got a big sort of headquarters with a bunch of basketball courts out in the east side of town. And so we're gonna go there and do it's like there's a group interview, you know what I mean? Like where they're sitting at it's like almost like a press conference
Right.
and they'll take questions and I'll be in there for that. Hopefully I can get a question or two in. I might be one of the weird things about that is that a lot of times at those I'm one of the only non-Chinese reporters there. And so if someone comes from an English-speaking place, like these guys, I can ask them the question in English. Most of the reporters will ask them the question in Chinese. It'll get translated. And so sometimes they'll catch notice of me. They'll be like, what the fuck? And then sometimes after the group press conference, they'll come over to me and be like, dude, what's going on? And so I'll talk to them. And I've met a few interesting, sort of pretty famous athletes. Now, I don't know if these guys at their level will have time or give a shit to do that, but maybe.
Yeah. You'll stick out. You mean, you're like, who the hell's that white guy? Yeah.
Right.
Taller than everybody else.
How about say he's at least a foot taller than everybody else there?
That's not true, bro. That's not. No.
Oh, you're a little stumpy fuck.
Yeah, Nate's back.
I'm 5'10", but I'm not. Dude, Yao Ming is from here, bro. Don't forget it.
Yeah, but they grew him in a lab.
Nah. There's a lot of bigger people. The Chinese are the biggest Asians. Or at least East Asians. That's for sure.
What was that? Remember that Japanese basketball player in the Olympics? He was like 8 feet tall or something.
Did you see the Chinese girls team?
Oh yeah. I saw. I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about.
They go 6'9".
Yeah.
No, not the tallest dude in China. That's not a thing. No.
Pete, I can't believe you thought they would go over there without getting paid.
No, they wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, I think Nate wants to come back.
I know. I'm sure he does.
Harden was here a week and a half. I think last week, maybe it was the week before. He came here all on his own, without getting paid, because he comes over here. Well, obviously he's got a huge fan base over here because he played for the Rockets, but also he does the live stream sales over here are really, really big, way bigger than in the States, and he's selling his Harden wine like crazy. They sold like 10,000 bottles in like 5 seconds or something on a live stream. Crazy shit.
Apparently, you can make a lot of money doing that. We saw that when we were in Vegas in January. There was like, and that's funny. They were Chinese ladies or some kind of Asian. They look Chinese to me, but they were out there. They were out there on the street, with their camera phones and live streaming, probably on TikTok, selling all kinds of, purses and shit like that, clothes, hats. Shoes.
Yeah, probably Chinese. In China, that actually started over here earlier than it did in the States. And they picked it up in the States from over here. It started here. And so the market for that is more mature here because it's been going on longer. And also there's more people. And so the top live stream salespeople make fucking jillions of dollars. It's crazy. Like, it's like Harden was like, oh, you come to Shanghai, I'll be in Shanghai. They're like, no, fuck you. You got to come to our little shit town. And he's like, okay. You know what I mean?
I was trying to read a text message and StreamYard just fucking kicked me off.
I would imagine if you just put some hot women in bikinis and have them sell shit, like guys will buy anything from a hot girl,
Yeah.
I'll buy the hot
girl. I mean, for the most part, but I mean, you hand me a bottle of wine with James Harden's face on it, I'm probably not going to buy it.
Right. But
I mean, if the wine's good,
I'm a consumer than most, I imagine.
If the wine's good, I would. I don't care what's on the bottle if the wine's good.
Yeah. Like I say, I imagine Slim's a more discerning consumer than most people that are buying shit.
Not even necessarily that. Like, I've just noticed, like, celebrity brands can be very hit and miss.
True.
Yeah, but Lil Wayne's is good. That rum.
Yeah, that was a hit. Yeah. But that Conor McGregor Proper 12.
Yeah, I've heard that's not very good.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Right.
Yep.
So when I read my text message, Lou texted me, and that's why I said uh-oh, and some posts got lost. He said, I forgot how he said it. Fuck. So basically what he said is, ask Pete to do a weekly Big Ten show with you. I was like, okay. And I was trying to do that, but I got kicked out.
I mean, that's actually not a bad idea. You're going to need a co-host when you leave the ACC.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech's not leaving, so you and Nate can do the Big Ten show every Tuesday.
No, I know it's more likely it's going to be an SEC show, but yeah.
I think it's more likely that it's going to stay the ACC show.
Right.
Or I could keep it the ACC show, even if Clemson's not there, and just talk shit about all the ACC teams.
Right.
That'd be fun.
I mean, I think there's already a SEC show, but
you really can't though. I mean, it's pretty much been scientifically proven at this point.
Right.
That
Nate just said there's already an SEC show. So what does that have to do with me?
No, I'm saying.
I mean,
there already has, and
I don't care.
Yeah. There's already an ACC show too. It's on the fucking ACC network.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a bunch of ACC shows actually on YouTube. I just don't know I don't follow the people that do it.
I come across one on Twitter run by Duke fans.
The basketball thing? That's got to be what that is.
No, they're football. They're Duke football fans. I'm like,
what?
huh? Yeah, man.
Good on them. Duke needs a football fan or two.
yeah.
Hey, man, I wasn't hating on them. I went in there and talked to him. I listened to it while I was cutting the grass and talked to him for 20 minutes.
Although they did just steal one of our fucking recruits, which is upsetting, but yeah.
Hey, Manny Diaz is not a bad recruiter.
How'd you let Duke steal one of your recruits?
Yeah,
Dude,
a four.
and he's good.
Yeah,
he's like a fucking.
He's a 4-star defensive lineman. I know who you're talking about.
He's like a top 60 player in the country.
Yeah, and we lost a transfer to Georgia Tech. The offensive lineman.
The penny, too petty. Yeah.
So now we've see. If I'd have told you 5 years ago that Duke and Georgia Tech could be taking players from Clemson, you all would have had me committed.
Hell,
Yeah, I mean, you can't win every recruiting battle. I mean,
that's true.
No.
I'm not mad about it. I mean, I'd rather them go to Duke and Georgia Tech than go to fucking Georgia and Florida
a lot of
State.
those guys do that because they want to immediately start. And at Clemson, they probably wouldn't on defensive line. They'd be sitting for a year or two.
True,
So.
and on some level, I do respect. At least with Duke, you can say he wants to get a Duke degree. Okay.
I don't think that. I mean, maybe he is. I think he just wants to play immediately.
Yeah, but he could go to a better program than Duke.
Well,
Well,
Just let me tell myself that. All right, just let me tell myself that lie.
he was crystal balled to Clemson like 100% too. That was a big shock when he committed to Duke.
He committed to Clemson. He fucking decommitted and committed to Duke.
Yeah. Okay.
He put on the Clemson hat.
Okay.
Threw the South Carolina hat on the floor after he did it.
Oh, it's
too.
that
I was
guy?
like, I love this fucking guy. Yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I hate when recruits do that, to be honest. Like on
Yes.
signing day or just coming in general.
Bro,
Now listen, I understand Clemson wasn't what they were a few years ago, but you realize the hell y'all are going to catch if you lose to a quarterback in goggles.
What?
Okay.
Which quarterback is this?
The South Carolina's quarterback.
No, we're not
Oh,
fucking
no.
losing.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
Okay, from what I've heard, hey man, goggles is him.
Well, he might be good. Spencer Rattler was good too, but
Lenora Sellers, that's his name.
Oh, dude. So my roommate at Clemson coached him. So he was an assistant coach it's one of the high schools in Florence, and coached this kid, Lenora Sellers, and tried his damnedest to get that kid to not go to South Carolina, but he was unsuccessful.
But he went to South Carolina anyway.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, fuck Clemson. Yeah.
Yep, my fucking roommate coached him. I was like, damn, dude.
we got.
So why do you call him Goggles?
Well, he wears goggles underneath the helmet.
I think he wears like those sports glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing as Hot Rod wore.
Right.
The hot glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's why I
like
call him. They look like those snowboarding goggles or whatever. That's why I call him goggles.
oh, I got snowboarding goggles too, but I mean they're big, but yeah.
Listen to this hot take. Zonas in the chat. He says, "I think Georgia Tech is going to win the ACC."
Ridiculous.
That's not
All right.
Hot take.
Listen, look, they're a good team. They're a fine team, all right? And they're better than we thought they were going to be, and they're sure as hell better than they've been for the last several years. But they're still 8-4. Look at their schedule. Man.
Yeah, they've got a rough one. Yeah.
So are people who picked Florida State to win the ACC, are they now picking Georgia Tech to win the ACC?
It should be.
Well, the stupid ones are. The smart ones are picking us or Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold off and not overreact to week 0 and week 1 games.
I hear you, man, but Florida State's got an ACC loss, and not only that, a lot of the other teams in the ACC don't play Georgia Tech. We don't play Georgia Tech. Miami does, but NC State doesn't, I don't believe. I don't know that Virginia Tech does either. And so even with one loss, even if Florida State wins out, which they fucking won't, they still lose the tiebreaker there.
I think Georgia Tech does play all those teams. They said last
I think
night.
Georgia Tech plays all of them but Clemson.
We do
Everyone-
play NC State, you're right. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And no, here's the thing. If because I've seen predictions, we were talking about it, that Pickle dude, he's got us losing the first game and running the table. Who says Florida State don't do that?
Pickle dude?
They're not doing that.
Yeah, I say that they're not doing that.
No.
Oh, well, if Vic says it, then it must be true.
Well, he's right. There's no fucking way.
I never heard of Pickle did it before.
And I'm not predicting it to happen. Once again, I'm reserving judgment till about week 3 for anybody.
Dude, I hear you, man. If DJ's Florida State, and I predicted that defense will improve, but if DJ's Florida State, I mean, listen, they're not going to. They got Clemson, Miami, and Notre Dame. They are going to be lucky to win one of those games. 2 is a long shot.
Okay.
3 is
now, that being said, if one of those games is Clemson, you better be here that Monday morning because you're catching hell.
I will. No, we're not going to win. We're not going to lose that game.
Okay. I'm in it for the narrative, sir. I'm all about pushing narratives.
I hear you. Narratives are fun.
8-4 could become 7-5. So
Right. That's more likely. Florida State, in my mind, is much more likely to go 7-5 than they are 10-2. I mean,
yeah, I had them going 8-4, but now it's looking like 7-5.
I'll give them 8-4.
I think
right?
they might be worse than that.
So.
We picked them on the ACC show 8-4 before the season started.
We do.
So.
And the ACC show's got an impeccable record.
It does.
So go argue with your mama.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, do you remember the year when we, like, the ACC show when I was on, and I think No Squad also, we picked Florida State go 9-3, and they did exactly that?
I don't remember that, no, but I believe you.
Okay.
What's that?
Has anybody done a welfare check on Noel Squad, by the way?
Oof.
Make sure he hasn't swallowed his tongue.
Yeah, have we seen any Florida State fans since Saturday?
I saw.
I think Florida Tallahassee suddenly has a widespread internet outage. It's a strange coincidence.
Well, I did.
I got kicked out of a Florida State Twitter space faster than a Tesla 0 to 60 time.
Yeah, has anybody seen True Seminole or a Momo?
Momo was. I'll give Momo credit. He was in here on Monday. He's not here today.
Yeah.
But he was here Monday.
Okay,
He was, yeah.
but
He's not. He's not like a lot of them. He actually said that 8-4 is completely possible even before this game. I think he understands that they downgraded massively offensively with losing those guys that they had last year. So.
Yeah.
Well, I heard
I'm sure True Seminole would be, but I also remember his wife and/or girlfriend was pregnant, so he may be dealing with things.
Right. I heard True Seminole on Lou's show, one of Lou's shows last week, said that Florida State's absolute floor was 10-2. This is before the game, of course.
Yeah.
He said their floor was 10-2. I laughed at him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was buying into the Norvell's a quarterback genius, and he can fix DJ hype.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Dude, I never heard that before Lou brought it up. Because I've actually been saying the exact opposite. Like, Jordan Travis was great. But you had, like, his first year, they had James Blackman and Mackenzie Milton. That was terrible.
Yeah.
They were really bad, yeah.
Oh, James Blackman, God, I thought the guy was going to get killed.
Yeah.
He's 6'6" and 100 pounds.
Yeah, brother, homeboy needed a sandwich.
Yeah, he's out there looking like a stick figure.
Like Onomatopoeia, Nico Onomatopoeia.
No, his name's I'm About to Leave You.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Was he super skinny too? I don't even know.
I mean,
I think he's put on some weight since he's been at Tennessee, but, I mean, he came in as a stick figure.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know where they got that quarterback whisperer thing from. Yeah, I think he had a really good quarterback when he was at Memphis. Can't remember the guy's name now.
Well, that was my question about Norvell coming into Florida State because, now granted, he didn't screw it up, which plenty of coaches have, but he just kind of maintained what Justin Fuente had built in Memphis.
Yeah, Paxton Lynch, that was his name. That's right. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
hold
so.
on.
He was a huge bust in the NFL.
Was Paxton Lynch, was he under Norvell or was he under Fuente?
I think Fuente recruited him, but
Okay.
he ended up under Norvell.
I think that's right. Although we could be wrong on that. I don't know. But whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
at the end of the day, Norvell is not a quarterback whisperer.
Well,
Hey, imagine where that Florida State fan base is going to be if they lose to Memphis. who, by the way, has some of the best odds to be a Group of 5 team in the playoffs.
Yeah, they might be the best Group of 5 team. So that's possible.
If he loses to his former team, oh my God.
The real concern for Florida State should be the fact that Norvell, he's been there, this is his third or fourth year? Fourth year, and he wasn't able to recruit out of high school somebody that's better than DJ? He had to go out and get DJ?
That's where I completely agree. Like, I do still think Norvell's a good coach, but I completely agree with Lou's point about you've been there 4 years and you haven't recruited and developed a quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like the situation where Harbaugh was in while he was at Michigan. But Harbaugh was supposed to be the ultimate quarterback whisperer, even though he was at Michigan for 7 years, I guess, and now he's gone. But
well, I think the thing was that was Harbaugh's fault for the type of quarterback that he was recruiting.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in the spot Norvell is in.
Harbaugh wanted a traditional pro-style quarterback. That's really what he wanted.
Yeah, I had a lot of Kate McNamara and
Like, I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even say Norvell couldn't make DJ better, but not in one off season. It ain't happening.
Dude.
I don't know. I'm not convinced that he can make him better.
Well, I'm not either, but I'm just not gonna say that he couldn't because, I mean, credit for Jordan Travis, obviously.
I'm sure that as the season goes on, he'll get better than he was on Saturday. But I mean, he's got a ceiling though. He's not going to be. He's not all of a sudden going to turn into Cam Newton. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Yeah.
He's mostly like a mediocre quarterback.
He's the definition of average if you look at statistics. So.
Yeah.
And win-loss record.
I mean, he's like good in one game, bad in the other, and it's basically up and down roller coaster for him.
His win-loss record's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Not what you want at Clemson or at Florida State.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he did win 20 games at Clemson, and then what was Oregon State's record last year? 9 wins, maybe.
Not bad, right?
Yeah. Well, he won 20 games at Clemson with the defense carrying him. Oregon State didn't have the defense to carry him.
Right. The 2021 Clemson team especially. Yeah, 2021 Clemson won a whole bunch of games completely on the back of the defense.
Oh, yeah. There are 10th graders better than ukulele. Damn. Well, that's probably true.
Poor fella.
The ukulele.
And somebody will draft him just because of his size, thinking that they can fix him.
Yeah, no.
They'll draft him at tight end, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's athletic or fast enough. I mean, he looks like he has cement in his shoes when he runs.
True. That's really not good.
But it's weird. He's actually, I think, technically heavier than he's ever been, but he does look leaner. I'll give him that.
I guess his muscle.
Yeah. I think he
should have taken the baseball deal.
Yeah, I mean, well.
He got drafted, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. I'd be hitting them up. Hey, can I get a redo on that?
Yeah.
I don't know how good of a baseball player. I mean, he's good enough to get drafted, I guess, but
maybe as a pitcher, but
the baseball is a tough business. That's why those guys choose football over baseball most of the time.
Yeah.
And I should have tagged you in it, Pete. I tagged Lou, and somebody put up an AI video of Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh no,
that was amazing.
Oh, I did see that. I probably saw it because of you.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was funny.
I reposted it and I tagged Lou in it, and after I did it, I was like, "Shit, I should have tagged Pete in it too."
Yeah, it was good. Do you know what we're talking about, Volusia?
No.
They made an AI video of Kirk Herbstreit basically shitting on Florida State after the game, after they lost the game. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah. And it was good AI too. Like, it looks realistic, but I mean, it just Kirk Herbstreit was going off on him. We've been listening to you bitch ass motherfuckers whining and crying all summer long.
It's like it's vulgar enough that you know it's not Kirk Herbstreit actually saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you can.
It's a realistic looking video. Though,
It does look. Yeah, his lips move the right way when he's talking. So, but you can, if you look really closely, you can kind of tell it's not perfectly in sync.
Yeah.
So you can
Have
tell.
you
But
seen the AI tech that you can do now? It can make you speak a language you don't speak in your own voice with your lips moving. The
Yeah,
correct
yeah.
way. Yeah.
damn.
That's fucking crazy.
well, I know Spotify is about to do that with some of their bigger podcasts, so that they can, reach a worldwide audience.
Right.
Which is smart.
That's exactly what we need. Fucking Joe Rogan talking to everyone. Jesus Christ.
Well, what's your problem with Joe Rogan?
Well, we've been through this, man.
What?
He's a hater.
No, I'm just he doesn't fact check and he just lets people say whatever the fuck they want. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
he just goes on there and talks shit like we do. I mean,
he's losing it, bro. He's losing it. But I don't even want to go in this fucking rabbit hole again. It's such a headache.
all right.
Hater.
Y'all want to do the trivia today?
Oh, no.
You got some questions for us?
Yeah, I got the dozen.
I'm sicker of your trivia than you are of Joe Rogan.
No, I didn't. No, this is from Barstool. I didn't look at it yet.
All right, yeah, let's play. Yeah.
All right, NFL.
Oh, God.
In his third NFL season, this Washington tight end had a career year in 2015, totaling 87 receptions, 952 receiving yards, and catching 11 touchdowns.
Are you now? First of all, is this NFL Washington or college
NFL,
Washington?
NFL,
Yeah, okay.
NFL. It'd be the Redskins at the time.
2010.
Third NFL season, tight end, 2015.
2015.
87 catches, 952 yards, 11 touchdowns in his third year in 2015 for the Redskins.
I feel like I should know this.
I got two guesses.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anybody in the chat know this one?
Nobody yet.
I would say it's either Trey Burton or Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas sounds right.
But it's not Logan Thomas because I want to say Logan Thomas was still with Virginia Tech in 2016 when we played him in the ACC title game. Isn't that right?
Yeah, probably.
So Trey Burton would be my guess.
All right.
I don't have a guess. Logan Thomas is the only one I can remember at that time frame.
Yeah, just tell us.
So.
I don't know. I haven't put in the answer yet. I think it's Trey Burton.
Trey Burton.
It was not Trey Burton. I'm wrong.
Who is?
Ooh,
I don't know yet. We got to do them all, and then I can tell you answers.
What?
Yeah, it just gives me a red, an X.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh,
Major League Baseball.
oh God.
In his 40s, Randy Johnson won 17 games back-to-back seasons with this American League team in 2005 and 2006.
Well, he played for two teams. So he played with the Mariners and he played with the Diamondbacks, I think.
Right.
No, he ended up with the Yankees too.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That was my guess, was the Yankees. Yeah.
the Diamondbacks are NL, so
Okay,
Right.
so yeah,
He
the
was with
Yankees
the
then.
Mariners before the Diamondbacks. I saw him pitch in 1997 with the
Or is it
Mariners.
the Florida?
So this is not the Mariners.
yeah, the Mariners are NL.
Well, then it's got to be the
The
Yankees then.
Mariners are AL, but he was pitched for the Mariners in the 90s, not in 2005 and 2006.
Yeah, that was the end of his career. The Yankees was his last stop, right?
Yeah,
That's got to be the Yankees, right?
Got to be.
gotta be.
Just try the Yankees. Yeah.
I see Diamondbacks.
It is the New York Yankees.
Shit.
Yay.
NHL, not my strongest.
Yeah, you know, I won't have an answer for this.
But watch it. I might know this.
Mario Lemieux.
I don't know.
Mario Lemieux.
Because I might know this. All-star goaltender Nikolai Khabibulin had a brutal 10-32-4 season while starting for this Western Conference team in 2010-11.
You gotta know this one, Nate.
San Jose.
Oh wow.
And Nate, you're hockey experts.
I would say. You said what year?
2010-11, Nikolai Khabibulin, Western Conference team, and they were bad.
Joshua says the Sharks.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say either the Anaheim Ducks were good. Yeah, I'll say the San Jose Sharks.
That's what I said too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the only hockey team on the West Coast I even know. I guess there's an Anaheim Ducks too in there.
Well, Western Conference, so it could be any of.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I probably can't. I'll name 3 fucking teams.
All right, let's say the Sharks then.
Most of the teams I know are on the East Coast.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even know there was a professional NHL team in Columbus, Ohio, until like 2 years ago. They've been around for like 10 or 15 years.
Well, the possible answers are Sharks, Ducks, Kings, Canucks, Oilers, Flames, Avalanche, Stars.
The All-Stars, okay.
How do they get away with that? Like, Canucks is a racial slur for Canadians. How do they get away with
Yeah.
At all. They call themselves that.
Well,
It's like that's like New York Knickerbockers.
Or Yankees. That's what the Europeans call us.
A Canuck is not. It's just a Canadian.
I think
It
it's
can't
like
be the Thrashers, man. The Thrashers are in the East. Were in the East when they existed. We'll go with the Sharks. I don't know if that's right or not. We're gonna go with the Sharks. It is not.
What is it?
He doesn't know yet.
Yeah,
All right, geography. This is my strong one.
All right, I might get this.
geography.
All right, Chile borders 3 countries by land: Argentina, Bolivia, and this country. I know this one. I'll let you.
Peru.
Brazil.
That's right. Peru is right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fuck.
Yeah. Then it is.
No, Brazil's on the exact opposite side of the continent than that, Nate.
Yeah, it's Peru.
It doesn't.
I gotta stick to geography in the United States. Fuck all.
It doesn't touch Brazil. So.
Celebrity mashup is Conan O'Brien and some weird looking woman. I don't know who it is. I don't care about celebrities, so I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna.
Me either.
Yeah. See it anyway. So.
It's definitely Conan's ginger ass, but I don't know who the woman is inside. I don't care.
Wait, what? Whoa.
Right.
No.
right.
Damn, what, you got to hate on for gingers?
No,
No,
but Conan would appreciate me calling him that.
how thick she
Hold on.
That's good.
Give me 1 second. Conan and what the?
What's it asking you to do? It's tell who the woman is?
Yeah, and I don't know who it is, and I don't care. So we're just gonna do the sport. We're going. It's no more sports, but it's all right. Okay, chain restaurants.
Oh.
Quote, "Gather round the good stuff" was a slogan used by what major pizza chain?
The fuck?
Was it Pizza Hut?
No,
Could be.
that's
Gather round the good stuff. That doesn't sound very like Little Caesars either.
Yeah.
It's definitely like
Pizza Hut. That's what I'm.
no,
Goop?
it's slogan for Pizza Hut. No.
It's not Pizza Hut. Goose says Godfather's Pizza.
Yeah,
that's not it. No, it says major pizza chain. Like it's gonna be Pizza Hut or Domino's or Little Caesars.
Godfather's Pizza is nationwide, dude.
Yeah.
It could be an older slogan.
It is an older slogan. Here's what I think. I've never heard of Godfather's Pizza, but I've heard this slogan. So
Yeah,
I don't think.
I think it's Pizza Hut. Yeah.
I think it is, dude.
I mean, Godfathers.
We don't. No, nobody knows. So I guess put in Pizza Hut and see if it's.
It says Papa John's. It could be.
Papa John.
But Papa John's has always been, what is it? Better ingredients, better pizza.
Yeah.
Papa John's.
Papa John.
Bulldog JC says Pizza Inn. That's national.
The fuck
It
is that?
is.
It's gotta be Pizza Hut, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it is Pizza Hut,
It is
but
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is correct.
It is?
They
Yeah.
got it.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
See, I told you.
Plus, no one out pizzas the Hut. That's Pizza.
That's-
No, that was
That's
before,
their
before
first.
that. Yeah, you got it.
no one out Pizza's the Hut.
But by the way, most people out Pizza the Hut. I just want to point that out.
Yeah,
Anyway.
true.
Television. Running from 1998 through 2004, Lacey Chabert voiced the main character Eliza from this Nickelodeon cartoon, following the zany hijinks of a family of wildlife documentary filmmakers. I know this.
The Wild Thornberry.
That's it. That's
The
definitely
Wild
it.
Crats.
You could have given me 10,000 guesses. I wouldn't have even come close to what Vic just said.
Yeah, he's
Wild
right.
Crats.
It's wild thornberries for sure. And it is. We got it. We got
I've
that.
never even heard of that.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're a little bit too old for that one.
Yeah, I guess so.
98 through 04 was when I was, a preteen. So yeah. Well, the beginning part of that anyway.
Well,
All
we
right.
were obviously
Oh.
into different shit.
Yeah, I didn't, but when I was 10 or 11, I'd heard of it. Okay, Rami Malek won an Oscar for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in this 2018 biographical musical drama.
Oh, I saw it too.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Damn, what was the name of that movie?
It's not just called Bohemian Rhapsody, is it?
Actually, I think it might be.
Yeah,
Right?
Rhapsody. I think that's it. Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I feel
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty good.
that is an option. So I feel like that's probably.
I think that's it. Yeah.
It is right. Good, we got
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
I'm
Music.
0 for 7. No.
Oh, I don't know this. Okay, this English indie rock band, English being from England, this English indie rock band is most known for their 2010 hit song "Dog Days Are Over," as well as songs like "What Kind of Man" and "What the Water Gave Me."
I know this, but
I have no idea.
I don't know, Chumbawamba or whatever the hell that band is.
Somebody in chat will know this. It's a 2010
Yeah, isn't that Chumbawamba? That I get knocked down, but I get up
was
again.
19
Yeah.
That was 1997, Pete. The 2010 hit song "Dog Days Are Over," as well as songs like "What Kind of Man" and "What the Water Gave Me." English indie rock band.
You lost me at Indy.
I listen to American indie rock,
Chumbawamba's
but I don't know
British.
English indie rock.
I would say British. It would be a clearer.
Now I don't know. Joshua in the chat says Florence and the Machine. That sounds very specific, so he's probably right.
And he is correct.
Yeah.
It is Florence and the Machine, Josh George for the win. Very good. Now we can double dip, which means we can re-guess one question. So it's either the NHL one or the NFL one.
All right, let's do the NHL one because I have no idea who the tight end was.
It can't be Logan Thomas, right? Because Logan Thomas was still the quarterback at Virginia Tech in 2015.
I don't think he was.
So when we played Virginia Tech in that ACC championship game in 2016, you remember that game, Pete? It was
Yeah, I don't remember who the quarterback was though, because I'm trying.
Logan Thomas, bro.
I'm pretty sure Logan Thomas was still in college when Clemson played Virginia Tech in 2011.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we have a better chance of
You
getting.
know what? You could be right. It's worth a guess on Logan Thomas. It's worth a guess.
Yeah.
what's the
It is
answer?
not Logan Thomas.
Damn.
Damn it.
It's fucking. Hold on.
Let's see who it
Our fucking internet. Come on.
is. It's
Freaked out on me now. Jesus Christ.
we want to know who it is.
Looking. Yeah, that's some Chinese internet, all right.
Well, I'm on VPN, so technically this is. What am I on? Japanese? I'm in Tokyo right now.
Yeah, you're in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, let me change. Let me go to. Where do you want me? Oh, no. It's Jordan Reed is the answer.
Jordan.
Ah.
Where, did you go to Florida too?
So
I don't know who that is.
so did we fail? What's our score?
We got 6 right, 3 wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
And the celebrity matchup doesn't count, so we got 6 right, 2 wrong. And then the NHL team was the Oilers, the Edmonton.
Oh, the Edmonton Oilers. Okay.
The Oilers. The Houston Oilers.
No, Edmonton Oilers. This is NHL.
All right, well, not bad.
Yeah, that's a Canadian team. Yeah.
Edmonton's in Canada. Baby.
Anyway, good run.
Yes, it's a Canadian team.
Wilson Phillips.
Yes, Nate,
great
we
guess
know
there.
Edmonton's in Canada.
True.
That's where Wayne Gretzky played.
Not a D. I think we did better than that. A lot of times. And this, yeah.
Well,
The
I think it's like
matchup doesn't count.
I think it is a D. It's like 70%.
We got 6 right, 2 wrong, so that's 75%.
Yeah, it's a D.
Actually, that was
It's a
fun.
C.
No,
No, it was a D when I was in school.
No,
it's
75 is a C.
Hey, there he is. There's Momo. See?
Guess,
Hey,
guess what, Belushi? 75 was a D when me and you were in school, too.
not when I was in school. Not the school I went to. Not that I ever got a fucking 75, but I'm just.
it's a C.
C minus. There you go.
Apparently, Belushi went to one of those participation trophy schools.
No, I just did better than that.
Make you feel a little better about being a dumbass.
I did great in school, bro. I was a nerd back then, man.
Yeah, it would be a D if it was.
I didn't say you. I said your school.
Oh yeah, sure, I guess.
When I'm at my school, in below a 70 is an F. So
Well, yeah.
C for F.
yes,
Below 70 is failing
they went A.
pretty
B,
much
C.
everywhere, I think.
Yeah, it went A, B, C, F. Yes.
Oh no, they've changed all that crap, Pete.
Really?
I was in school. 90s was an A, 80s was a B, 70s was a C, 60s was a D. Below a 60 was failing.
Below a 60?
Yeah.
Ah, dang.
That's
See?
more like an E.
I told you he went to one of them fucking participation trophy schools.
3 different fucking high schools. They were all like that.
Ours was, it was 93 to 100 was an A, 85 to 92 was a B, 70, what was it? I think it was like 78 to 85 was a C, and then a D was 70 to 78, or what, 77, one of those two, and then below a 70 was an F.
That's wild. Okay.
Oh, that was an E.
Huh. So why is there no E?
I mean,
Yeah. No, in some schools way back when there was an E.
And E, well, F stands for failing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, you can't do more than fail.
the S is for fail. Right?
I think S. I think S is
Get your name right on the paper.
They could give you an R. An R means you have to repeat that grade again.
Well, you can also get a 0, which means you didn't turn in anything.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get a 0.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing with me, and I don't know if this is the same way for you, Slim, but my kids, when they go to school, they don't even, they don't have books in their book bag. They carry a laptop in their book bag.
Yeah.
Now, they still have a library and they still rent books and read books and stuff, but all of their schoolwork is not done on a textbook. It's all on a laptop.
That's good.
They do a lot on a laptop at the school my kids go to, but not all of it. They still have some books.
A lot of laptops and tablets. Yeah.
iPads.
Yeah, why in the fuck do they need to lug around these fucking 400-page books? Like, what the?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm jealous. I used to hate having to carry around, 10 books a day, but...
Hey, listen, I put bricks in my kids' backpack because they don't have as many books as I do.
Fucking sadistic, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, it builds character.
Yeah, right. Okay.
The one thing that's good about it, though, I'm glad it wasn't that way when I was in school, is that your parents, like us, we can go on our kids' laptop and look up their current grades daily.
Yeah.
As soon as they post the grade for whatever test or whatever assignment, it's immediately on there. So you can see if they failed the test they took yesterday, instead of having to. For us, it was every 9 weeks the report card came out. You just lied to your parents for 9 weeks until they found out you were lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, see, they do that, but like it's all supposed to run through the school's website, but half the fucking time the school's website doesn't work.
Right. Yep.
Bougie. No, my kids don't go to private school. What the hell? No.
Boarding school is worse.
No, I had my oldest daughter in private school for first 2 years, and I'm probably going to do the same thing with Riley. Like start her out, 3K, pre-K, in private school.
We did look into it, man. Yeah, I mean, one kid maybe, but 2, no way.
I mean, I could swing 2. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I could swing 2. But 3 is out of the question.
There's a high school here in Charleston called Porter Gowd.
I know that school.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, well, first of all, it's like a college. I mean, the campus looks like a college, and the tuition is like going to college. Actually, it's more than some colleges.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
The richest kid on my floor in my dorm my freshman year went to Porter Gowd. Yep, I know it.
Yeah, they're very good at academically and sports and everything too. But I don't know, it's like 15 or 20 grand a year.
He was Charleston old money.
Yeah.
Peter Smith is his name. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not terrible when they're young, but the older they get, it goes up and up and up every single year.
Yeah.
Has anybody went scrapbooking yet?
What?
Huh?
No, just kidding. I asked if anyone went scrapbooking yet.
Scrapbooking. Yeah. If you saw Mama Lou's Patreon stream last Saturday, then you know.
I've never seen a Patreon stream. I give him enough money.
Basically, we're using scrapbooking as an innuendo for sex.
Okay.
No, it was a hilarious stream because I actually brought up scrapbooking because I sent in a super chat to the Patreon stream, which I should have. I said my mom is scrapbooking, and I'm home alone with my dad. That's basically what I said.
So your mom, she goes out to scrapbook?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
With friends, but for Lewis, just found out.
How many friends?
Well, I guess like 3 or 4.
Oh, so it's a group affair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a knitting circle, except scrapbooking.
Yeah. They usually go to like.
Well, don't forget, scrapbooking is just an innuendo.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it sounds like one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like choking the chicken, I get. Like you can follow the logic train there at least. Like what happened to the chicken? How do we get scrapbooking?
Well, in that case, scrapbooking is one of my favorite activities, so I guess I'm a scrapbooker.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I got me and my brother. I forgot about this picture.
Oh yeah, docking. Yeah, that's nice.
So,
What was the other one? Soaking.
Yeah, docking. Yeah, I remember when I had to look that up on Urban Dictionary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Rotan.
I know.
Hooters.
Hey, does anybody know how long it will take me to get my my passport?
6 months.
6 months?
No. Fuck
Yeah.
no.
Even the ATF is working faster than that these days.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's ridiculous.
Do we have to have passports to go on the cruise?
Well,
Yes.
it'll be
It's
easier.
recommended.
It's recommended.
It'll save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
Well, they tell you if you don't have a passport, they want you to bring your
Birth certificate.
Birth certificate.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
A birth certificate and like 2 forms of ID too.
It should take a couple weeks, Pete.
Oh, that's it?
Well, I
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
have a passport.
Well,
Yeah, because
Do they?
I do it.
go ahead, Slim.
Yeah, I was asking if passports expire.
Yeah, they expire.
6 to 8 weeks, I looked it up.
You have to get.
Yeah. 2 weeks is expedited, so you can pay extra and you can get it in 2 to 3 weeks. Routine is 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I should be fine then. I haven't
Yeah.
even gone in yet.
I'll do mine in December when I renew my license. Then
Mine expired in 2017.
Okay, right. If you want to get a renewal of a passport that's still valid, it's much quicker.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, if you don't have a valid one, it takes longer.
Yeah, I still have a valid one, and
I might as
If you
well
wanna
get it
get it
since I'm off
renewed
the
this year.
since I'm off the no-fly list. I might as well get it.
Yeah, it's good to have just in case you need it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you want to renew it within 6 months of it expiring, because a lot of places, if you have less than 6 months, they're 10 years, right? But if you have less than 6 months valid, a lot of places, well, you'll have trouble. You want to have one with more than 6 months validity on it.
hey,
Okay. 2 weeks, he said.
I think I found your brewing company.
My brewing company?
Yeah, there's a guy literally looks like you.
He looks like me, huh? What's the name of the brewing company? Pete's Summer Ale Brew.
Brew.
Well, he has my name, but you say he looks like me? That guy doesn't look
the
like me.
guy's right here.
What the hell? Hold on, let me put this on the screen. Let's let the chat weigh in on. I mean, he has a beard, but that's about the only thing we have in common.
Well, it has your hair too. I mean,
He does?
He doesn't have a backwards hat or sunglasses, so I don't see the resemblance.
well, I know he doesn't have sunglasses or hat, but he has the same hair and probably beard.
Okay.
But that's why it's.
But Pete always has a hat on. How do you know what his hair looks
I don't
like?
have a hat on right now, and I don't have sunglasses on. I have reading glasses. So.
That's all my dad said.
Sucks getting old, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All white guys look the same. Yeah, Nate. Not all white people look the same. What's wrong with you?
Well.
Yes, they do. Hey, all age people look the same too. I can't tell the damn difference.
Even if they're twins, yeah, right.
Thanks, man, because most of the time they're true.
True. Like, last night I ate some baked spaghetti.
So, I thought Vandy Danny was in China. He's in Bangkok?
No, he's just saying that. So I don't want to put him on blast here, but what he's saying is that he was supposed to fly to Bangkok yesterday, and it was the last day of his visa, but he missed his flight. So then when he went to the airport today, he was a day overstay, so he had overstayed the visa, and so he ran into some trouble at immigration leaving. And if you overstay your visa, you have to you have to pay a fine and you have to get a new visa.
Oh.
So, yeah. So like if like for example, if you have a flight on your last day, like if you have let's say a 60-day visa, and if you if your flight is scheduled to leave on your 60th day and it gets canceled, then they'll waive it. You can just fly out the next day. To do. But if you just missed the flight, then you've overstayed, and so you have to pay a fine and get a new visa.
What?
I just got passed by a Cybertruck. This is the ugliest fucking thing
It's
ever.
fucking horrible.
It is.
I saw one for the first time on the road the other day, and yeah, it was it was weird.
Yeah, they're fucking ugly.
If I was going to buy a truck / SUV that was electric, it would be that new Hummer. That thing's pretty badass. It's $105,000 though.
And it takes 4 days to charge.
Probably. So what's the fine for?
Somebody took a picture of it when they first come out. He plugged that thing up in his house, and he had gotten like one of the superchargers or whatever. Damn dashboard told him 4 days and.
Yeah, I don't know if that was real or not. I don't think that's the case.
The Cybertrucks are.
It was on the internet. It's real.
Yeah.
It's on the internet. It's real. Yeah, I think that they advertise like a 30-minute charge or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
No, to answer your question, the fine's like $75. It's not.
Oh, okay. So it's not like $1,000 or anything.
And then you need to get a new visa S2 or some state permit, which is probably like another, I don't know, $30 or $40 or something.
Why would they make you get another visa if you're trying to get out? You just missed your flight.
Right, because if you overstay, you're illegally in the country, and you have to leave the country on a valid visa. You can't leave the country without a visa.
Oh, that's not very tolerant of them.
I mean, that's the way it works. Because when they stamp you out, they have to scan your valid visa. If you don't have a valid visa, they can't scan you out.
I mean, you have to do that here too, I guess, unless you're coming from Mexico, then they don't care. But
I'm about to say, if you cross the Rio Grande, they'll just give you $10,000 and wish you a nice day.
no, but if you fly in, you have to have some sort of documentation.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're giving everyone $10,000. That's okay.
I'm guessing there's not a big illegal immigration problem in China. People, crossing the border on foot.
Yeah, no. I mean, they have overstays, but again, most of the illegal immigrants in the U.S. have overstayed their visas anyway. Like, there's more people that have overstayed their visa in the U.S. than crossed the border illegally anyway. So
That's fucking lie.
no, it's not.
Stop it.
It's not. I mean, you can look at the numbers, but
Yes, it is.
yeah, it is.
Yes, I have looked at the numbers. You're lying.
More people have
But
overstayed.
I mean, that's typical of a liberal. We expect you to
Most
lie.
of the, right. Most of the immigrants in the U.S. Let's look it up. Fucking hell.
Yeah, look it up.
Anyway, the point to answer your question, yeah, in China, it's definitely that. I mean, there's not really places to. I'm doing
That figure might be true over all of history, all of time, but as of recent years, I don't know if that's true or not. Oh. Particularly the last 20 years or so, but.
Hold on, this is 2019. It says for the 7th consecutive year, visas overstayed illegal border crossings. That's 2019. So that's from 2000. So that's from 2012 through 2018. Every year there were more overstays than border crossings.
I don't even know how you actually get a accurate figure on all the people that do cross the border, though, because a lot of them just go undetected.
I don't know that a lot of them do.
A lot of the numbers you hear is a minimum of border crossing, illegal border crossings.
Yeah, they're undocumented. So
No, they're illegal aliens.
right. Right.
Does China have ice? I'm sure they have something similar, yeah.
No, I was saying that's the reason why it's hard to keep track of, because they're not documented.
Now I have a way to fix two birds with one stone. We're going to call this the Alien versus Predator program. Any illegal alien that kills a child predator, you get citizenship.
Oh God,
Okay, that's been obviously insane, but I will laugh at that.
Slim
Meant to be funny. Come on.
Slim wants vigilanteism.
Yeah,
Hey man,
Batman.
listen. It ain't pretty, but sometimes it just works.
I will laugh at that.
right. Well, we need.
Hey, did you like the name of it at least, Volusia? That was good.
Yeah, that's great. No, it's fucking hilarious.
Well, we need illegal immigrants to pick crops. So.
Whoa.
Wow, Vic.
Man.
I've actually never seen that happen. Like where I live, they got these big ass machines that do it.
Yeah.
It depends on what the crop is and, all that, but.
Right.
I mean, hell, we even took the kids last year to a pumpkin patch and they got to pick out their own pumpkin.
Slim, you seem like the type of guy to me that goes and cuts down your own Christmas tree like fucking Clark Griswold.
Dude, I have been fighting with my wife for years. I am sick and tired of this fake tree bullshit.
Yeah, well, I went over to the dark side a couple of years ago. I'm not going back.
Oh no.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, a real tree is a pain in the dick.
Yeah. Well, one of the real problems I had.
Humbug to both of you.
One of my real problems I had is when my dogs were still alive. Every time I would water the tree and I would leave the house, I'd come home, there'd be no water in the tree. The dogs would drink all the water and piss everywhere. So.
And my wife actually tried to take me shopping for a new Christmas tree last year, and I'm like, no, lady.
No, lady.
Yeah. They're easier. They don't leave needles everywhere, and you don't need to water them, and they already got lights on them too, most of them. Mm-hmm. Just easier.
Yeah, but see, like, my kids are still small, so they like decorating the Christmas tree.
And they're not a fire hazard either. I wonder what the statistic is on how many.
I think they're more of a fire hazard, honestly.
No, they're not. Because, no, they're not.
I mean, they're basically plastic. Have you ever?
To me, makes it more of a fire hazard.
We used to do this every year. We, like my neighbors and I, when I was a kid, because we all had real trees, back in the 80s and 90s and shit. So we would leave the tree after we took the tree down. We'd leave it in the backyard for like 2 weeks, let it completely get crispy, completely dried out. Have you ever seen a dry Christmas tree lit on fire? It goes up like in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's just like a giant fireball for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then it's over. It's just burnt to a crisp. Oh.
See, I don't know if we can be friends anymore, Pete.
Why?
This fucking Christmas tree horse shit.
Yeah. Well, told you, man.
I don't know, man.
I got an electric lawnmower too. Shit.
Oh, God. I mean, I don't really even care about that.
Yeah.
Like if I had like a 1/4 acre lot, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, it takes me 20 minutes to mow
small
it.
yard.
Yeah. It's just easier than having to deal with, you don't have to get service with oil changes and all, filters and all that shit. It's just
See, I do all that shit myself.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that. Whether you're doing it or somebody else is doing it.
It takes 20 minutes to change oil on a lawnmower.
I know, it costs money, though. And gas costs money.
Electricity costs money.
Yeah.
Weren't you the one on here like 6 months ago complaining about your electric bill?
It's not because of my lawnmower, though.
It ain't helping. It definitely is not helping your electric bill. I'm trying to save you money, man.
I know. My problem with electricity is that all I do all day long is walk around and turn shit off. I mean, nobody knows how to turn off a light around here or a TV or any electric thing that they're not using. They just leave it on.
That's my problem.
It's something I noticed after that tornado come through last year and we were without power for like 5 days. How quiet the house is without power.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost creepy.
It is. You're right. It's like you can hear the silence.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you don't realize how much noise you just get used to in your house.
Yeah. There's always constantly some kind of noise, isn't there? Hey, what's up, Matt?
Yeah, I know. About every 12 to 15 minutes, my air conditioner's kicking on.
Yeah, air conditioner. You got washer and dryer. You got dishwasher. You got TVs. You got fucking everything.
Toilets. Yeah, there you go.
Toilets?
Yeah.
Well, you can still use the toilet without power.
Well.
Yeah, I've done it.
And I have a gas range too, so I can still cook on the stove if the power's out.
I want that. Like, I'm probably going to do that when we build the house. Because that's the one thing I don't like. I still want to be able to cook, which, I mean, I can. I've got, turkey fryer, triple burner propane stove.
An electric toilet. What?
Ooh.
You can,
how does that work?
without power, you just can't flush it. But,
What?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
or you can flush it, but it won't come back up.
Yeah, Will.
Yeah, well.
There's no
lines don't run on electricity.
There's no electric part to a toilet, Vic. If you have an electric toilet, I don't know what's wrong. You got bigger problems. Like, what's going on there?
Now, you do run the risk. Like, if you're on well water, then if the power's out, for a long period of time, you're screwed.
Yeah, we have a well.
Because you have to have an electric pump. Is that why?
Yeah, we have a well. So, yeah, I guess it will work temporarily, but
You're on a well?
you'll run. Yeah, because I live in the country.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought maybe you just live like normal people.
I'm out in the country, but for whatever reason, I down one of the roads right up from me runs into the city limits, and they just ran the city water line another few miles back to us.
Huh.
I mean, well water is good, and it doesn't have all the chemicals that city water has.
Does it have that sulfur smell to it?
No.
No.
Wow.
I never smelled that when I had well water. No.
It's just certain places. It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't have all the chemicals that city water has. So
When I build, I'm gonna be on well water, but I'm also gonna do a like I've done on my house now. I'm gonna do a whole home generator for when the power goes out.
Those are expensive.
They are, but considering I'm in Tornado Alley, probably be a pretty good investment.
Yeah, if you can afford it.
I mean, they're not. I mean, it costs you about as much as replacing the AC unit on your house.
Yeah, so like 10 grand.
Yeah, a little less. You could probably get away. The Generacs I looked at, you can get away a little cheaper if you've got natural gas. You can get one that runs off natural gas.
Right.
Because that's what I put on my house because there's already gas lines.
Jay says they suck gas like a mofo.
I know diesel ones do. I haven't had to use this one yet.
He says he has a $25,000 Generac.
Whoa.
Woo! Yeah, he got the big boy. I've seen it. I wasn't trying to
What do
finance
you
that.
use that for?
You can run your house like normal. Basically, Pete can run his house on it and have every TV going and the washer and dryer. You can absolutely run everything off of it.
This is just if the power goes out
Yeah.
because of a storm or something, right?
Yeah.
Which I think he had to use that this year, right? There was a tornado that went through his neighborhood and they lost power for like a week or something.
Mm.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I know he had a tree land on his house.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Hey, Slim, do you remember the hurricanes in 2004?
I mean, I was already in Tennessee, but yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
That Andrew or
No, that's
Andrew came
1992,
through when
right?
I was a kid.
Andrew was 1992. 2004 was Charlie, Francis, and Gene.
Charlie, Francis, and Gene.
Right. And fucking Charlie cut from Port Charlotte all the way across and hit us in New Smyrna, and we had no power for a month in August
Yeah.
in Florida. Yeah.
That's when you need a generator. Yeah.
We got them, but not when obviously not $25,000.
Yeah. No power for a month. Wow.
In August in Florida, dude.
Well,
And it ripped the roof off our high school, so we didn't have school for fucking 2 whole months.
Oh, damn.
we lost power for 3 weeks for Hurricane Hugo in '89.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can still go to school without a roof. But
I don't think so.
Not only do we have,
Technically, yeah.
not only do we get tornadoes, which will knock power out, but I know there's a bad one in '97, but we had a pretty good one a couple years ago too. We get ice storms.
Oh, yeah, those are worse.
Because we're kind of right in that middle area of the weather. Yeah, we get ice storms, and that'll when that ice storm hit in '97 where I live, I mean, people were without power for a month.
Yeah.
Bro, the wildest thing is, and the only time I ever saw this before last week was when I lived in Texas for less than a year when I was a teenager. We lived near Dallas, and it was 100 degrees, and it started hailing. Have y'all ever seen that?
Oh yeah, it happens here.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It happened in Shanghai last week. It was a fucking 103 degrees, and it started fucking hailing.
If it starts hailing in the summer, then you should get inside because there might be a tornado around.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
We don't have to.
That happened when I was living in South Georgia, as a matter of fact. I mean, it's July, and we're getting golf ball sized hail all of a sudden.
Yeah. But I know that's a sign of tornado activity.
Yep.
Oh yeah, at least the possibility of it.
Right.
But no, I mean, especially if you're in your house that you're never going to move out of. In my opinion, generator is a good investment.
I feel the same way about solar. I'm still kicking myself for not putting solar panels on this house when I first moved in here because it was almost free at the time. It's not anymore. But by now I'd be having free electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, the only problem with them is if you get a lot of bad weather in your area, it's easy to fuck those things up.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. There's several houses around me that have them. There was some sort of government rebate on them for so many years, and that ended.
Yeah, I didn't do it either.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing crap about it all over the place.
I mean, I didn't want solar panels on my house because the way they look, but I don't care now. Like, that's $400 or $500 a month during the summer is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. If I could find a way to manage it, I'd build a house right next to a fucking river. I'd put maybe a water wheel out there, fucking hook up a windmill, one of them old time windmills. I mean, figure out a way to, I think on a small scale that kind of stuff works, but I don't see it working large scale like they want it to.
Right.
I think a single house is perfect way to do it.
Pete Digit says, "Be glad you didn't do it, Pete. Lots of scams were running in South Carolina. My buddy is dealing with it now. They had to get a new roof." Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have anything like that, the scammer's going to come out in full force.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, dude, it's a scammy era, isn't it?
Just like Temu.
I mean, Temu's not.
Yes,
People
Are you talking about that computer you bought off of Temu?
it was just
don't buy a fucking computer. What are you doing?
You bought a computer.
like a frame for a computer.
Yeah.
He's all happy. He's like, I got a computer for $100.
$28. The fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, he got like.
I mean, he thought he got a hell of a deal for $40.
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude.
It was just a computer box to like put stuff.
He was all excited. He did an unboxing video on YouTube.
I think it's still on. But I was like devastated afterwards.
Look, man, I don't know. Yeah, of course, Alibaba. But Alibaba is more for business to Alibaba has always been a B2B, business to business platform. Temu is just cheap stuff. Now, I don't know how Temu is sort of progressing in the U.S. I mean, it comes from over here.
It's the new Wish.com, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we've had it. I mean, it comes from Pinduoduo, which you might have heard of. I mean, it's Temu's parent company, right? We've had it over here for a while. And when it first came out, now I don't buy shit off there. My wife does occasionally, but usually we don't. But when it first came out, people thought it was shitty, and it was. But it's gotten a bit better from what I understand over here. So I reckon it might get better over there, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not something I use a lot.
I saw an above ground pool on there for like $89. I was like thinking about it. I was like, well, if it's $89, even if it only lasts one summer.
I'm willing to take a shot for $90.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon, and I don't know, but I reckon give it like a couple of years, and the price might go up a little bit to more reasonable levels, and you might get more reasonably quality shit.
Yeah.
No, it was big.
Just don't get a computer.
It was bigger than 5x5, Momo. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was a decent size.
Oh, my computer? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the pool on Temu.
Oh.
I think it's going to be cheap Chinese crap as long as it's.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like the first time you dive into it, like the fucking the hole pops in it, and then it's ruined.
There you go. The weekend.
Well, Temu is always going to be Chinese, bro. Like that's what it is.
Okay, that's probably going to go the way of Wish.com. So
I doubt it. They got money, dude. It's huge over here, man.
Is that like the Chinese Amazon?
No, it's like no. Chinese Amazon is called. Oh, they have Taobao and Jingdong, which are both
Ding dong.
Like, I get shit off Taobao all the time. I use Taobao to buy all sorts. I use Taobao to buy all sorts of shit. That's great. But
it's not better than Amazon.
It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. It's literally the same thing, dude.
You said it was better.
I said it's better than Temu and Pinduoduo. I didn't say it's better than Amazon.
Okay,
it is Amazon. It's the same thing. As far as like Pinduoduo, yeah, it's like comparing Temu to Amazon or whatever. What else is there besides Amazon? Is there another one? And people don't use eBay anymore, right?
I mean, people, yeah, they still do, but not anywhere close to Amazon.
Yeah, like, so, okay, because I don't really know. So Jingdong is the one where you're buying from like wholesalers and like straight like and retailers, whereas Taobao is like they have that, but they also have like sort of smaller sellers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we have Etsy.
Oh, that's no good.
It's not like that.
Etsy is like
I still use eBay a lot, but it's like for harder to find stuff, not just for.
Okay.
Well, the problem with eBay is you can get scammed on there too. People sell fake shit on there.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. But I mean, even eBay's gotten better with that because they have, trusted sellers and they have a guarantee process as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jingdong is Amazon, Taobao is eBay, and so Taobao is much more like eBay. But the thing about Taobao that's good is if you buy something fake, you can report it to the platform, and they'll kick them off the platform, and they'll give you triple what you paid for it. So if you buy something fake and you spent $100, they'll give you $300.
Huh.
Yeah, eBay basically has the same thing. I mean, I don't think they triple your money, but they basically have the same thing.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of fake stuff on there because they'll fucking
Well, I mean, there's still fake stuff on eBay because it don't matter what they do. Somebody gonna give it a shot.
Right.
Yeah, especially like watches and stuff like that. Fake Rolexes, stuff like that.
Right.
Well, you also have to have a certain level of common sense too. Like, if you're thinking you're getting a hell of a deal, like $500 for this Rolex on eBay, well,
yeah,
you kind of deserve what you got coming.
I agree, but there's a lot of people that are gullible.
Yeah, I get that too.
Especially old people.
Celine only buys watches from trusted sources.
Yeah.
Now, see, I bought watches off of eBay, but I've also, number one, the two that I bought were, I guess, they're quote unquote trusted sellers because they had they got a little thing and they put on theirs. But I also, I screenshotted it and sent it to Celine, and I'm like, you think I'm getting is this too good to be true, or is this all right?
Right.
Yeah, Celine would know. Yeah.
He got scammed on a watch once. I remember him talking about
it. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent somebody a fake watch. Wasn't it Ballard?
Oh.
It was Colby. That's right. It was Colby.
Colby.
Yeah, he sent Colby a fake. Yeah.
Fake G-Shock. Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right, guys, it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna shut her down for the day.
Yes, sir.
Vic said, "Fuck you." He just dropped right out. Damn.
Bye, Vic.
Yeah. No, that wasn't Vic. That was Nate.
Yeah, that was Nate. I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't even get a toodles out of Nate.
Nate, I mean, Vic, I don't know what your schedule is anymore. You're not doing show on Wednesday anymore, right?
No, Selena's doing it.
Selena's, okay.
Yeah, Selena's back to doing his show.
All right.
Yeah, I noticed that last Wednesday when the show was almost over. I was like, well, shit.
Right, but I'll be there on Celine's show, but it will not be on my channel.
All right. Well, then we'll see you Friday then.
Yes, and then of course I also got the morning show.
Oh yeah, the morning show on tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got the Friday show on Friday.
All right. Well, we'll see you then.
Are you doing the morning show on Friday as well?
No, just Thursdays. Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying, Pete, are you doing it on Friday?
Yeah, I'm doing them on Friday.
All right. I'm not sure if I'll make it late Friday night, but just in case I don't, go Tigers in that. See if we can't pull this off. Yeah.
All right, man. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who was in the chat? Momo said, "Are you streaming tomorrow night's game?" Yeah. So I talked about that at the beginning of the show. Normally it's date night for me and Mrs. Peete. If she waives date night, or maybe we can go out early and I'll be back in time. I want to do the North Carolina Minnesota game. That's my plan. So that's the plan. Anyway, all right. Thanks everybody. Oh, tonight. Yeah, tonight at 10 p.m. the call-in show. Looking forward to that. Lots of stuff to talk about on that show. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you guys tonight at 10 o'clock.